Alright dudes, today I'm going to be drawing a bunch of triangles.
Alright, so I'm going to start off with the compass set at 3 centimeters, and I'm going to start off by drawing the seed of life. So the seed of life is just 6 circles drawn around a center circle, and you use each point where the circles cross to draw the next circle. Alright, that's the seed of life. And then now I'll use these points to divide the circle up. I'm gonna just extend it out as far as it can go, because I'm not sure how far I'm gonna need it. And then I'll grab the compass and I'll put another circle at the top using that intersection there. And it's the same size as all the other circles. Then I'm going to use these 2 intersections at the bottom to do the same. Just going to put these circles in like a triangle formation, and I'll actually use them to make a triangle. This is going to be the main part of the triangle, I guess, like the biggest part, the outside, the perimeter, whatever you want to call it. So that line cuts through those points to the tip of the circle, and I'll do that just to make a whole triangle. And then I'm going to come up the line, and I'm going to use this point. I'm going to connect that point to that point, and I'm going to make another triangle inside the triangle. So I'll do the same on these points as well. And that one's cool because it's got the circle inside of it, which just looks pretty sick. And then now I'm going to use these points to draw another triangle. And there we got 3 triangles inside the seed of life. And now what I want to do is I'm gonna need upside down triangles now, because I want to make a hexagram in the center. So I'll start off with the one in the middle. Hexagram in the middle. Okay, so if you look close, I got this circle is within the triangles, this circle is within the triangles, this circle is inside, and this one is inside, and those are the circles that I want to put hexagrams inside of. All of the rest, just forget about them, I don't even care. So that's what I'm going to do, is just put hexagrams inside of the circles inside the triangle. So this one would be go down to here to make the upside down triangle, but we can actually just cut all the way through and then start making the triangle in the other circle as well. Do the same on the other side, and then you see we got the hexagram inside that circle, and then here I can just go through there, and then here, and then the last one will be here. There we go, we got 4 hexagrams inside of the big triangle, and that's already looking pretty powerful, isn't it? But to make it even more powerful, what we got to do is around each one of those hexagrams I want to draw a hexagon. So to do that, I'm just going to use all the points of the stars, connect all of them. So we'll start off on the outside. And then I'll do one here. This is just going to come down to the bottom of this center triangle. I'll do the same on the opposite side. And then I'm going to do the same, pointing this way. Do that, and then we'll go to the opposite side. Do the same thing there, and then I'll do it here as well. And then that should do it. We got a hexagon around every hexagram, and we got triangles everywhere, triangles within triangles. How many triangles? I don't know. Anybody want to count them? Let's rub out these lines that we're not going to need at all. I'm going to keep the circles there just because I like the way it looks, but these lines, they suck. They can get out of here. I'm going to do one. And I'm just going to pull off some of that pencil so I can start going over it with ink. When I'm using the putty rubber, I like to start off with a ball and roll it around. And then eventually it just turns into a sausage. And then I'll just go sausage mode. That's pretty good, eh? We're ready for ink. So I'm going to start off by drawing in those 3 main triangles that we did right at the start. I'm going to do it without a ruler. I like drawing straight lines with a, without a ruler, freehand, just because you have to focus on your breath and just really be present, and it's very, very relaxing. Wait for the ink to dry, and then I'll draw the next triangle. Focus on the breath. And then I'll do the biggest triangle. See, this is the reason why I like drawing geometric patterns. It's not all about how it looks. I mean, it does look cool. You can't deny that it looks cool. And there's something about it that's like captivating to us because it's just everything about nature, isn't it? But the peace that it gives you, it's like a meditation just in itself. And that's why I like doing it, because it just centers your mind and just calms you. It's just so peaceful. It's all about the process, innit? The journey. I guess geometry is like a metaphor for life. It's just enjoy the ride, don't look for shortcuts. Oh yeah, looking good. It's good to practice freehand lines as well on paper, because if you ever end up doing something on a wall or something much bigger, then you've kind of got that muscle memory and the pen control. If you're doing it with a can, it's the same, you've just got that control, because it all comes from your shoulder instead of the wrist. When you're using a ruler, you're just doing it all with your wrist, but when you're drawing a straight line, it's your shoulder that's moving. Now I'm going to connect the tips of the triangle to the center. Next up is those lines that we drew for the hexagons. And then I think this is close to the end now. I've got to draw the points of the hexagrams, but they've got to be sitting behind the triangles that are pointing up. So hopefully I get this right. And then this is the triangle that points down in the center, and it makes kind of almost like a star tetrahedron. I mean, this whole pattern is very similar to the 64 star tetrahedron. I'd like to see what this looked like in 3D, to be fair, because it's quite hard for me to imagine it. And then this one goes all the way through to the bottom. Then I'm going to do these two at the same time. Hey, don't forget, if you want to watch this in real time, maybe make it easier to follow along, you can do that by joining my Patreon. There's a link in the description. And then all that's left to do now is add the shading. So all the triangles that point that way are going to be light. So we'll start this end. And then all of the ones that are pointing that way are going to be a bit darker. And then all of the ones that are pointing up are going to be the darkest. There you go. So there is to it. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.